And what was your name again?
Oh, I gotta think. All them drinks from New Year. Just Kyle.
Just Kyle and Nick News. We are back here with you guys for some more drinks
and
drama. Yes, y'all already know we come with the drama. Of course, we gotta have a little something to sip on while we get into all this tea that we are getting ready to get into. But we just want to say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's been a minute. We know we were on hiatus for a little bit because of the holidays.
It was a little bit. We was gone, but
we was
back.
We was gone, but we are back like we never left. So again, like I said, our goal is to every week just bring you guys new videos, new content with just our opinion on what's happening politically and what's going on in the ratchet reality world, sports world, everything that we can think of. So I mean, that's just what it is. That's the purpose of our show. You guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Drinks and Drama. We would gladly appreciate it. Make sure you share our videos as well. We gladly appreciate that too. So, I mean, just Kyle, we're about to get into it.
Yeah, let's. Adjust myself.
Trying to get himself together.
Get ready for this drama.
Yes, getting ready for this drama. But first, we want to start off our show on, a bit of a somber note with 2023, coming in, and some of us are still here. There are a lot of people who have made, impact in this world, and they are no longer here with us. Like big names who have forever changed the world and how we live and how we do things. So we just can't, we have to take time to just shout them out.
Yeah.
Acknowledge them and their contributions to this world. So first we want to just acknowledge the late great American journalist, TV icon Barbara Walters. Kudos to her, because she had paved the way for people like us to sit right here and to just voice our opinions and things like that. So Barbara Walters died on December 30th. She was 93 years old. She died in her Manhattan home, and she just made so many marks on just the news media in general. She was inducted into the Journalistic Hall of Fame in 1989. She retired in 2015, and we cannot forget that she anchored 2020 ABC News. Yes, and then a show that everybody watches and has their view about, which is The View. With Whoopi, and there's some Sunny, a lot of other people that are on The View right now. Joy Behar. So they bring that drama to the world every day with their view. So yes, Barbara Walters, may you rest in eternal peace. We thank you for everything that you've done for this world. It won't be the same because you're no longer here. On that note, we want to move on. We want to also just talk about, this woman right here was such, she did her thing. In the hip hop world, the contribution that she made, the Queen of Memphis. Sadly, our Gangsta Boo has passed away at the age of 43. Lola Mitchell, she passed away. Yeah. So what were they saying that happened on New Year's Eve? Supposedly,
supposedly, it was New Year's Eve. She was out partying with her brother.
With her brother, right.
And for those who don't know, just a little recap, she was struggling with
she had an addiction. Drugs, she was struggling a lot. So she reportedly passed away. According to TMZ, she was found dead inside her home on January 1st. And before, they didn't know what a cause of death was, but after coroners did what they needed to do, word is that she passed away from overdose. She overdosed on cocaine, which was laced with fentanyl. Yep, with fentanyl. So reportedly, she and her brother were, just out New Year's Eve, and let's just keep it 100.
Yeah,
we all go out on New Year's Eve. We have a great time. However, we decide to partake in whatever our definition of a good time is, and unfortunately, that's what happened. That our dear sister in the rap game has passed away. She was a founding member of 3 6 Mafia. She just paved the way for so many
She
female MCs. So she will be, forever missed. 43 years young. I kind of feel a certain kind of way about that because we are, the same age. So my heart definitely goes out to, those who
I'm
know.
not the same age as you.
Oh, wait a minute. While we're talking about ages and stuff, just Kyle has a birthday coming up this Wednesday and just swears that he's not in my age bracket, but it's okay. I will, I'll get with him on Wednesday. and
January 11th, I will be 1 year older.
He'll be one year older, so yeah, I would definitely clown him. He doesn't feel like he's in my age bracket, but whatever. We just gonna let him, revel in his in all of that over there. So yeah, so
1 year older.
Yeah, when he said 1 year older, so yeah. So I digress, but again, Gangsta Boo, we just wanna.
She definitely paved the way.
Paved the way.
And just with the whole drug thing, I'm not gonna sit up here and, I'm not condoning drugs, but people, if that's what you're doing, I'm not saying, like I said, I don't condone it, but if you're gonna be doing drugs,
right, you're gonna be doing it, right.
Make sure you got a good supply.
Yeah.
That's not gonna be lacing.
Yeah, because like right now, it's scary right now. It's like, we're in an age and stage where people are, partaking in edibles and they're doing all kinds of things, which, I mean, hey, you do what you do. We're all grown people. You live your life YOLO. You only live once. But if you don't know who is making the things that you are deciding, that you partake in, if you don't know who is making these things and what they're doing, it's like, I don't know, it's almost kind of like you're playing Russian roulette a little bit. You don't know. And unfortunately, I really hate that, that has happened. But again, like Kyle was saying that, Gangsta Boo, she did unfortunately struggle with that addiction. Yeah. She was also on a marriage boot camp a few seasons ago where she and her bae were on, marriage boot camp, and unfortunately
they got the boot.
They got the
I'm not trying to.
They got the boot off of marriage boot camp because producers allegedly found, they found drugs. They found that stuff, and hey, she had to go. But it's just sad to see. Like I said,
it's a hard battle. It's a hard battle.
Anything. Life is a battle.
Even this.
Life is a battle.
You can get addicted to this. You can get addicted to a lot of things.
You can get addicted to a lot of things, right? Life. What my mama and daddy always say, just keep on living. Just keep on living. Like, life is a journey. It's a battle. None of us are without our struggles and things that we may be going through. And unfortunately, something that she had battled with for a long time, it ended her short-lived life. But however, she has made so many, she's paved so many ways for young female MCs, those up and coming. We just have to pay homage to her life and to her legacy. She will be forever missed. Definitely. And again, thoughts and prayers go out to
condolences, prayers to the family,
to her friends, and everybody that knew her best. Yeah. So we just pray for them because, losing somebody and going through the grief process is definitely, it's not easy. It's, people say take it day by day. I'm at the point where I say I take it second by second because you don't know how, just looking at something could definitely shift your mood. You could wake up one morning and say, hey, I'm okay. And then you could just see something that reminds you of that person. You could hear a song. You could see maybe a car that they used to drive, maybe an outfit that they used to wear, a hairstyle. Anything could be triggering. So we just want to, just let her loved ones know that, hey, our thoughts and our prayers are with you all forever, and may she forever rest in peace, and may her life and legacy just continue to live on with you all, and just take it second by second. That's all we can say.
Yeah, and I just want to slide in.
Go ahead.
Twitch.
Oh yes, that's another one. That's another sad situation.
Sad situation.
DJ Twitch.
Twitch.
He came on the. He made. he made his way on the scene by you think you can dance.
So you think you can
That's how
dance, yeah.
that's how Twitch made his debut.
And then he wound up on Ellen, the Ellen show.
Became her DJ.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And for you guys that don't know who DJ Twitch is, he was an amazing, just phenomenal dancer, just like break dancing, all that pop lock. You know, he was just it. And so he sadly took his own life, and and I'm hearing like there are so many. I've been seeing a lot of conspiracy theories about how.
I have to.
And just people saying, well, maybe
some
his
say it was
wife.
homicide.
I don't know. His wife's stuff is
suicide,
looking kind of funny. Maybe she. And I'm thinking like, no, just watching videos of that man and with his wife, that woman loved him to death, and sadly he was going through some things. And I was reading something somewhere in a forum where we were talking about DJ Twitch, and someone was saying that one of their friends' sons had passed away due to suicide. And so they said that once a person comes to grips and decides that that is what they are going to do, there's nothing that anyone can say that will change their mind. And their mood will never shift in a way to where you think something is wrong. They will continue to go about their normal. And you would think that everything is okay, and then out of the blue something tragic like that happens, and then you're shocked, like, wait a minute, whoa, I just talked to him or her the other day, and
so good fun.
Now they gone, right?
They were laughing and kikiing.
Exactly.
You never know.
Right, and then on the inside, on the inside they were struggling the whole time, and you never know. So again, just another young life gone too soon. And again, if you see somebody that you know and you love, and you see them struggling, just check in on your people. Regardless if you talk to them every day or not, just check in on your people. Just shoot them a text. Hey, thinking about you today. Hope all is well. Because you never know what people are going through. You know, you can put up a Facebook post of you smiling, giggling, and grinning, and on the inside you could be dying and hurting and ready to, end your life too. So we just want to say
mental health is real.
It is. And you know what's so crazy? In our community, it is it's a stigma. Like it's just like we don't have mental health issues. Like we do. And it's okay. It's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to tell somebody, hey, I need help. That's okay. It's like really frowned upon in our community when we talk about mental health. It's like it's a stigma, and it's just that's not something we want to talk to. Or everybody just
you're going to see a psychiatrist.
Or a lot of times, by me being a Christian, I love God and things like that. A lot of times people will say, "Girl, just go to church," and I'm a firm believer that prayer changes things, prayer changes people, prayer changes situations. Without him, I am nothing. I understand all that. However, we still need to speak to people.
Exactly. Sometimes you need an outside source.
Yes, sometimes
somebody who doesn't know situations.
God knows our situations and answers us in ways that we know that it's coming from him, but sometimes it's just good to be able to sit and have that conversation, like this conversing now when we're going back and forth, and for me to say, hey, I'm not okay about this, or this made me feel a certain kind of way, or I need help because I'm struggling, what I'm saying? It's okay to not be okay. It is okay to say, I'm not okay, I'm struggling, and that is okay to say, and it's okay to seek. It's okay to seek therapy.
Definitely, because sometimes it's good. For an outside source, like I said, an outside source. Sometimes you don't want to vent to your loved ones because they're gonna give you an answer. They might say, "Oh, like you said, I'll just deal with it. Go to church, do it."
Right. And it's like,
but sometimes you want to let it out.
That, right? I ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah, you just want to let it out.
You want to speak to someone who does not know you, who doesn't know your circumstances.
Doesn't know your circumstances.
Yeah.
Isn't judging.
That part.
Mm-hmm.
That part. That's another reason too. I've noticed a lot of times when people have like mental health situations and they don't want to talk to people, especially in their circle, because a lot of times you find that people may be judgmental and you feel like you don't have anybody to turn to. Yeah, again, listen, therapy works. Prayer works also. I'm gonna say prayer and therapy. I'm gonna say coupled together, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
But if you need somebody to talk to, hit me up in the comment section.
Kyle said he's a listening
I'm
ear.
always here.
He's always here
because it's serious.
Yeah,
it's
life is like we said, keep on living. You are going to be faced with so many different type of situations that's going to hit you, and sometimes knock the wind out of you. Just learning. Keep on living. That's that's all we can say. And on that note, we want to just transition also into another unfortunate loss for former Cavalier and former NBA player Tristan Thompson. He lost his mom over the weekend. His mom, Andrea, she died suddenly. She had a heart attack.
Yeah.
Just had a heart attack.
Never know.
And you never know. So Tristan Thompson's mom passed away. Tristan hopped a flight to Toronto. Yeah, so Miss Chloe said, hey, Tristan, you're not going by yourself. I'm gonna be there. Me and these kids, we coming with you. So Chloe reportedly hopped on that jet or that plane or whatever they took over to Toronto to go be with the Thompson family as they, finalize, get ready for a funeral, get ready for a celebration of life for his mom. Just a sad situation. Died suddenly.
Yeah.
And our thoughts and prayers are with Tristan Thompson and his whole immediate family. And for those who loved and knew Miss Andrea best, we just pray, just pray for peace. And we just pray for, just praying for peace. And that you learn how to live with, your new normal.
Yeah.
So
life,
that's what it is, life. So we are going to keep the party going. And on that note, we're going to take a quick little sip.
Okay, a little quick sip of 2023.
2023, cheers. So, you guys, like I said, we're going to talk about political things. We're going to talk about ratchet reality TV because
we get into now.
We love it. We love it. But, we can talk about this because this is has been what's going on in Capitol Hill has kind of been like a crazy politically driven reality show, this time featuring the Republican Party as Kevin McCarthy finally after 15 rounds has been named Speaker of the House. And here's the thing. I knew that something funny was going on. There's no coincidence that he won Speaker of the House this past Friday, which coincidentally was January the 6th. Maybe the Republicans had that planned so that it would deflect and detract from the second year anniversary that Trump supporters stormed the Capitol, and they acted a plum nut, scaring all kinds of lawmakers, calling for Nancy Pelosi's head, for then Speaker Pelosi's head, and also for then Vice President Pence's head. Just the ratchetness, the craziness.
No repercussions.
Right, no repercussions. Just a lot of craziness. So, and it was crazy for a whole week. The United States was basically in limbo because the Republican Party could not get it together. We were in limbo. The world just in limbo. Like just it was just a free for all. Just every day, just waking up. Oh, Kevin McCarthy lost his seventh vote, and it took up to 15 rounds for him to win Speaker of the House. So I'm just gonna say, God help us all, regardless of what political side you seem to stand on. I just feel like, just pray for our government. That's all I can say. I mean, I don't even know at this point. We're just the laughing stock of the country. I mean, you think about it, all different nations and other countries, they look at us and they frown upon us because it's like we're supposed to be the land of the free and the home of the brave and things like that, and we are the joke, the joke of the jokes, the butt of the jokes. So, I mean, on that note, I really don't have too much to say. It's just giving the.
It's not giving what it's supposed to be giving.
It's not giving what it's supposed to give. So, congrats. I guess you wanted your Speaker of the House role. You got it. So it is what it's going to be.
Bravo.
Bravo. So we're gonna take that to move on to just some positive, some feel good news. I don't even know if any of you are sports watchers. Like, it's just amazing to see that Damar Hamlin, 24 years old, is finally breathing on his own. If you guys watched that tragic Monday Night Football game where he went into a cardiac arrest after this crazy play where he collided with another player.
And then he stood up and then collapsed.
And just collapsed. That was the...
And shout out to, what's his name?
Who's that?
The CBR?
One of the team trainers. I cannot
The team trainers. I'm so sorry.
Can't think of his name,
apologies.
but he spent... He did a very good work. It took them 9 minutes. They were on that field for 9 minutes. That man was not here for 9 minutes, and they administered CPR. And by God's grace and mercy, this young man is still here. It also gives a testament. Like, I know sometimes we may laugh and joke about America and about how we may view things on the right and how we may view things on the left and how we may view things independently. But one thing I can say was when that young man hit the ground and they were administering CPR, I don't care what political side of the spectrum you fell on, it all became a love thing at that time. There were so many thoughts and prayers for Damar Hamlin, his family, for his safety and well-being. And I have to say, America, you did good. You prayed. We all came together. This young man, thank God, is still here. Because honestly, when they said it took 9, they were on that field for 9 minutes. And you think about it, like, the average person, you don't really think about how long 9 minutes is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be in the shower for 9 minutes, but mentally you're not thinking about that.
You're not thinking about it.
9 minutes and you're not breathing. 9 minutes and you're not breathing. That means you have no oxygen. That means your brain is not. That's a long time.
And you can cause serious damage.
A lot of damage to all vital organs and things like that. And so I don't know if you guys have been online, but there are pictures of Damar and his family members in his hospital room with them.
Posted a picture with the
heart and everything. So that was just great to see.
And because when he got
that he wrote who won.
When he won.
Now that lets you know, like, if that is not
did we win?
Did we win? The doctor said you won the game of life. So I mean, that was kind of cute on that.
It was.
Just to let you know that this man, he not even thinking about himself, but asking if they won. Did we win? Like, that lets you know how much his heart and soul is into, being in the game, the love for the game. So, but again, the love for life. So we thank the trainer, can't think of his name, but thanking him for, thanking God for using him to save this man. Also to the medical staff at the University of Cincinnati where he's being treated at this moment. So thankful to those doctors and the staff who have Damar Hamlin, round the clock care for him. So thankful for them. Also for his family. Like, there's, it is one thing to, having witnessed an athlete collapse. Is. I mean,
we just saw it on TV.
It's heartbreaking.
Like, to be there
I've witnessed at a high school game someone collapsed.
see, I never did.
And they actually passed away.
Oh,
A classmate
wow.
of mine. So yeah.
Mhm.
So seeing something
Yeah.
like that, there are no words.
No.
Like there are no words. Like it was very understandable as to why everybody on the field and you know in the Bengals football stadium where everyone was crying and I'm just grateful that the football players as a whole surrounded, I believe it was his team, they surrounded him
Everybody,
to shield.
yeah.
Because again, okay, so social media is good for so many things. But social media can also be a very bad thing. So I'm thankful that his team did cover him because there's no way that I would have want to have seen another lifeless body and someone trying to pump life back in. That would have been unbearable to watch.
Why?
So, again, grateful that his team and
Yeah.
the big bodies of the
Circle,
football
block
players that
everything.
they blocked the media
'Cause a lot
out
of
because that's
people,
not
like,
because a lot of people would have used that
recorded
for
it.
would have put it on their YouTube channels or TikToks and probably would have been TikToking about
sold it to
making
TMZ.
yes
or
doing a
whoever.
lot of crazy stuff.
I
So,
mean, nothing wrong with you. I'm just saying,
Nothing
you know.
but yeah,
it's the story. They want the.
they want the coin. So, but just grateful for that. That he's still here. So we just pray each and every day that DeMar, that you regain your strength and your mobility, and
Take
that
your
you can
time.
just
Take your time.
Take
That's
your
the
time.
most important
Yeah,
thing.
take your time. Yep. Listen
The
to your
game will
body.
be there.
It
Football
will
be
be
there.
right because
You
he's
worry
only
about
24
yourself
years
right now.
old.
Worry about yourself.
Yep. So, just happy that he, just happy that he's still here. Because again, it's 2023 and people are checking up out of here. So just grateful he's still here. So while we're talking about hospitals and stuff like that, we want to talk about the fraud team. Fraud team, Dr. Love.
Dr. Love.
Dr. Love.
Dr. Love.
Man, I don't even know. Like Dr. Love, if you guys 25 years old now, but he is back in jail. In the news, going back to jail for what, 2 years and 4 months?
Yeah, about 2 years.
For stealing money
but
from his job.
But remember, if y'all don't remember, he was
2016. What did he do?
he was had his fake little he had
What was
a
he do?
fake doctor's
Yes, he was a
he had a fake clinic. What was the name of the clinic?
clinic was what was it called? New Birth, New Life.
New Birth, New Life.
Medical center where Dr. Love was pretending to be an OBGYN and was seeing patients.
Yeah, he was seeing
Was
patients,
seeing
had them
patients.
busted wide open and acting like he knew what he was
Just
doing.
like what in the world? Like what? And had pictures
And
of
what the
himself
baby
and some scrubs. But
Yes.
remember, that was crazy. Pictures of him with the
But he
white
had
coat
his-
on. Yes, like what?
Wait,
Dr. Love.
first of all, he looks very young.
Right.
Second
I
off,
mean, Doogie Howser was young.
it ain't even about that.
Doogie
It
Howser.
ain't about the age.
If you
though.
don't know Doogie, Google him.
Yeah, it ain't even about the age. He could be really, really smart.
Right.
You know, he could have.
Right,
if it was legit real, that's fine. But I don't need no doctor. You posting a picture like you modeling for GQ.
Seeing patients though, I'm just
GQ,
wondering. Like I remember just being pregnant and going to the OBGYN, and I'm just wondering like if he, I don't even know, like getting in some stirrups and just because there are certain things that as a patient and a doctor that they're checking, and I'm just wondering like.
Oh, he was checking all right.
He was
He wanted to see some
like,
kids.
like, but did he for real have the did he really have the speculum? Like, I'm just wondering, did he know how to use that thing? Because that's crazy. That thing is cold. You gotta warm that thing up before you. I don't even know. I honestly.
I'm sorry.
I'm just wondering, was he like at a clinic? I don't know. Was this like a clinic
It's
type
fake.
of
He had-
situation?
He had his own employees too.
I'm just wondering, like, if they wasn't getting paid, how you working for free? I don't know, but anyway, like this dude.
But now recently,
Yes,
about
so
2020.
yes, working as a salesperson and just stealing the money from the company. So what people were supposed to be paying for services.
So he was a little sales, working for his
Salesman, right.
company, contract company, and he was supposed to be collecting the money But instead of him having them pay the company, he had them paying his own personal account.
His accounts. And people was paying.
He was in control of his accounts, and they were paying those accounts.
And was paying him. This dude, I mean, I don't even know, but yes, fraud Dr. Love is going back to jail. So I'm just wondering,
like you didn't learn your lesson the first time.
Now that's just ratchet. Like he just ratchet.
And he lucky he only getting 2 years and 4 months. This is your second offense. Let me tell you.
He get 2 years and 4 months. Just thieving, just a thief. And why are we speaking of thieves?
Ooh.
Why are we speaking of thieves?
Ooh.
Real Housewife, Jen Shaw, Shazam.
Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City.
You haven't been watching.
You haven't been watching.
She's clang. You ain't gonna see her.
Jen Shaw, yes, going away. Like I hope that this past season on the show that she really had a good time enjoying her freedom.
I should hope.
Out sipping a wine and doing what she do. Jen Shaw, if y'all don't watch, like we love our Real Housewives franchises, and so what is this about, season 3 or is this season 2? Season 2 for Real Housewives?
2 or 3?
Anyway, it's about season 2 or 3 for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And if you guys don't know, there was a woman on the show, Jen Shaw, and I mean, sis was just living life, like married to a collegiate football coach, Coach Shaw, doing his thing, and Jen Shaw was living a life of luxury. Like, how many assistants?
She had about 3, 4.
Yes.
Every episode you see assistant number 1, assistant number 2. Like,
just assistants. Like house just bad. Okay, just bad. Closet just full of clothes, unlimited. Okay.
And then she threw
throwing parties.
She threw what's her name? What's her name? Meredith. I'm sorry.
Meredith at the party. Yes, through Meredith at the party.
Her birthday party. She spent $80,000 on it.
Yes. So Jen Shaw is going away for 6.5 years for her part in a telemarketing scam. I knew that something wasn't right with that lady, because every time, when they do their little confessionals, and producers would be like, Jen, what is it that you do? She could never really fully explain. Yeah, she would say like, well, it's kind of like marketing and kind of like, and it's always kind of like, and I'm like, this kind of like sounding like a scam.
And
it was. So here she was
scamming
old people out of money. Just out of money. And was doing it for, Money Long saying hours and hours and hours. Jen was doing it for years and years and years and years, and finally got caught up. That's one thing though you have to say about the feds. The feds, they gonna let you hang yourself. They gonna let you hang yourself. So you think like, I might take. And here's the thing: like if you're gonna do something dirty,
why are you gonna be on the TV show?
That part, but it's like if you're gonna do something, do a little bit here, take some time off, and then if you're gonna do a little, don't just got greedy and was doing it for years and years and years. And here's the thing: the feds are always watching, and I believe they was watching her and the people involved in her company, because I know it had to be some red flags, and things were happening, and I'm sure some of these elderly people were looking into their accounts, and I know that they had to have been calling around asking, where's my money going? Like that, especially if I'm buying a service and I'm not I'm paying for a service and I'm not receiving the benefits of this service. So I'm sure red flags was ping, 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 and I'm sure somehow this situation ended up on an agent's desk, and I'm sure they started connecting the dots, and I know somebody found something, and they saw a lot of something, and they just said, you know what, we're gonna let this just boil and just see what happens and how far she goes. And she just, you're doing time. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. So Jen is going away for 6.5 years, and after she's done with her 6.5 years, she's gonna have to be on probation for 5 months, and now she gotta pay millions in restitution.
She's gonna be broke.
You think Andy gonna let her back on the show?
I need to refill in a minute, but let her back on the show.
I mean, he let Teresa back on the show.
That's Teresa. Let's keep it real.
But I'm just saying.
I don't know. She didn't get 6 years. She didn't get her job back.
Girl, Teresa got back on and
Well, they
now better
alternated
than
with her
ever.
husband.
Tag
Ex-husband, I'm sorry.
They
They
said,
alternated.
Teresa-
They was like, okay, well,
Teresa, you do this and
you
then
still on
tag,
the show while he locked up, and then you go do your sentences.
tag.
So,
So yeah, the Judices did it. So I don't know. I mean, that's a 6.5. That's a long time.
well, you know what?
And she got a young
You were
son. Well, she got a
sloppy
son.
with
She
it,
was
and
sloppy.
you were very sloppy. You're on a national TV show. You said, "Oh no,
See,
I didn't
that
do
part.
it. I didn't do it. I didn't
That
do it."
part.
And then
And
we
then
knew
they-
you did because your assistants came out and took that plea deal.
Stuart was like,
Stuart was like,
I'm not getting on the
I
Titanic.
did like Precious Mama.
I'm not getting on the Titanic.
She tried to.
Stuart, how about
tried-
the Titanic?
She tried to tell me to lie. I said, Yeah.
I'm only doing a little bit of time. I'm not doing it.
Jen Shaw.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you were really sloppy about it. You're on a national TV show,
That's
and the feds came out and got you
Wait
on
a
the
minute.
show.
that part. That was women. They
I
were saying
think Bravo Bunch was excited. They was like, "Oh yes, the ratings are gonna go up,"
and they
Yes.
did.
Yeah.
They did. You know, Andy was like,
You getting paid.
Yes, because that episode took me off guard. When I say there were tears, not that I was sad, but when I say I was
Crying.
crying up
Because it was funny.
she was acting like she didn't know. Because remember they had lied and called her and told her her husband was sick. That's what you gotta come. They said something about Sharif being sick. And so she got scared.
And
And as
Sharif
soon
was
as
not sick.
clank clank, they saw her and was like, "You're coming with us."
Coming with us.
She
was like, "No." But yes,
yes,
no.
but yes, you're coming. Yes, and then was
Do
taking
you
care.
think someone of the cast members tipped them off, or it was a rumor like
I think
Meredith tipped them off?
Meredith is sneaky, and my thing is like, see,
I'm gonna have to disengage myself from this conversation.
Yes.
I love her
think
though.
yes, no, I love Meredith too. That's what I'm saying. Like people like Meredith, you always gotta be cool with her because you never know what she's planning. She's shifty, she's sneaky, she's crafty, and I love it because when they try to come for her, she's like, oh, she put that draw for her.
Okay.
She told
Because
me
Lisa,
then,
you gotta pick up them cards too, because she.
listen, Meredith is not the
Y'all
one
thought
to
she
be
was the
played with.
one.
I really believe that Meredith did she tipped off. I believe she did. Because how else would they know that what is the party bus?
The party
was
bus
headed?
here.
How
I'm
would
like, okay, the feds, they ain't that good.
they pulled up beside the party bus. Roop, roop.
And it was still recording. Bravo
Yes.
was like, oh, shoot.
Like this is
We need y'all to get off the
Yes. Everybody off the bus. I know they was what?
It was like, what was it? All the PD from different states.
Listen,
the
the NYPD was there. Everybody was
everybody.
there. They
They had
for
the
her.
feds there.
They
Everybody.
came for her.
The
Like,
whole SWAT. They had the SWAT team.
they had everybody there. For, like you would have thought that she did like some Dahmer type stuff. They was. They said,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
ma'am, you
No.
will not continue to defraud old people. That's not
No.
gonna happen.
No. Ooh, Bravo.
But on
got
a
it.
sad note,
She got that.
think about all these people that she took money from
Mm-hmm.
who are just financially going through it now.
Yeah.
And who the money will never be recouped because the money was spent on Meredith's birthday party, on Coach Shaw's birthday party.
Oh, she didn't pay for it. Oh, wait. Never mind.
That one
last
party?
episode, because homegirl, her friend,
No, I'm
Her
talking about during the first season. Remember, she paid for Coach Shaw a birthday
Oh,
party where
okay,
she
you
was going
talking
off
about- okay.
on. Yeah. that
no,
was
but I'm
season
just talking
one.
about after she got broke from the lawyer. She got to pay them lawyers and all that. But her friend was telling, I don't know if y'all remember the episode, but her friend was like, I paid for this. I
Oh
paid
yeah,
for
called her
Coach."
out.
Yeah.
Mhm. Like,
And she was
don't-
like, I sent that invoice with funds.
'cause-
But she finally did. And the girl said the check clear.
like she was sitting waiting. Like
She said, wait, she was shady. She was like, as soon as she gave me that check, I had to hurry up and cash it.
right, like listen. As soon as she like the
I
check,
don't blame her
as soon
though.
as she put the check in the hand,
Yes.
No, I'm taking a picture on my cell phone.
Okay,
And we're
then
gonna
she probably
direct-
did it like that. The probably
sign, endorse that mug.
Yes.
Send it right now.
I don't
Yes.
blame her.
Yeah, because I'm saying bouncing checks. But yeah, I mean, just thinking about the old people who are struggling and who were scammed out of just thousands of dollars.
Like, why are you sitting there taking advantage of old people? Like, come on.
That's crazy. And then I'm just wondering about the fate of her marriage. Do you think that Coach Shaw is going to stick around?
He probably is. He seems like an okie dokie type.
So he probably will love his wife. Yeah. Woo! That's a lot of
6
time.
years,
And a half. That's,
well, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be dipping and dabbing, but I'm just saying.
That's a long time, but I don't
It's only a limited amount of conjugal visits you get. I mean, let's keep it real.
Right.
I mean,
That's a long time.
6 years. And no pooty time.
You guys, no booty thing. I cannot deal with you. So on that note, we will keep you guys just updated on Jen Shaw when she is supposed to report to Club Fed, because of course she's going to federal prison. So
yeah, I mean, she's
I mean, at the most, she'll still probably be able to. I don't know if she'll be able to get her nails done as much as she was.
No.
She
She probably gonna be looking rough. Ooh, her surgery too. Ooh, them little fillers probably gonna deflate.
Ooh, you know what? Alleged fillers. Oh, Jesus Christ.
They probably deflate.
I'm so done. Okay, so while we're talking about housewife drama, let's get into it. Like, Housewives of Potomac. Now I have to say, Housewives of Potomac, when it first came out, it was given a little something.
I mean,
and then as the seasons progressed, but I'm saying now season 7 by far is the best. It's the best season. It's giving what it's supposed to give. I mean, the drama. It's crazy. So as of recently, like, you guys, if you tune into the Real Housewives of Potomac, you guys already know that one of our Green Eye Bandits, Giselle.
Love the Green Eye Bandits.
Okay, Kyle loves the Green Eye Bandits. But anyway, Giselle has been coming for people, and she's let it be known that she's a word on the street and blah blah blah. She whatever. So she's been doing that. So this season, remember what was it? Was it last season when she came for Monique and Chris when she was trying to infer that baby Chase was not Chris's? Remember how all that drama started, and then it ended with the drama with Candace and Monique, and then Monique leaving off the show. Anyway, just saying that to transition, it seems like Giselle does have a pattern of coming for different families, because now she does. She's a show starter. She is a pot stirrer. Yeah. So now she's coming for little sis Ashley. Now her and Candace. Her and Candace kind of been like this, but now Giselle is coming for Chris. She said at the end of last season while they were filming, she and Chris went to have a conversation, and I guess they went to her room, and she felt he made her feel uncomfortable and blah 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 blah. And so everyone has taken that and has run with it, and so Ashley, of course, has piggybacked on the Chris uncomfortable train and has said he was in my DMs, and my thing is like, Chris was not in your DMs, he was in your story.
He replied to a story.
He saw a picture
automatically
of
goes to your messages.
Exactly.
When you reply to a story.
So Ashley was
She's
out with
a
the
shit
girlfriend.
Too. That's why she's Giselle's little puppy.
Lackey, yes. So Ashley and the homegirl out kicking it late at night. Chris, we already know, is the general manager of another club situation.
Yes,
so
he's looking through to come down.
Exactly. He's looking through his phone and he sees one of his wife's castmates is out kicking it. Oh, hey, next time just come through to my spot. Ashley, maybe he was trying to hook you up on free drinks all night. If he got it like that, he working back as the chef, so that means he's in control of everything. So maybe it's at the point where he can give out free drinks to his friends and not be billed or charged for it. So maybe that's why he was saying, hey, you and your crowd come over here and fill my place up. And guess what? I'll be the supplier of drinks.
Well,
but Ashley took that and ran with it.
Well, we're talking about Ashley, the same person who's worried about somebody sliding up somebody's DM. You should have been worried about your husband touching
Right.
men's booties.
Yeah, Michael has been all over the place and is in love with Juan Dixon, allegedly. Allegedly, because we already heard what he said he wanted
About
to
his
do
ping
with Juan.
ping
Yes.
and...
Allegedly. So,
No, it was
allegedly.
that wasn't.
No,
He said.
I mean, he said.
He said it on
but
camera.
we just say.
Yeah, we're gonna say it because
we in the basement.
we
got
got
no
them
money.
coins.
We got
But
the
you know,
we not monetized yet.
you know, we ain't got them Jen Shaw before funds. We got them Jen Shaw after funds.
Oh my God. So anyway, right? We.
But she needs to worry about. You were so worried about.
No, you got my nose running.
Chris.
Cold down here. Yes. So right. So she's saying that he didn't hop in the DMs, and my thing is, if he is the general manager at a night spot, that means he got liquor on lock and probably free hors d'oeuvres and little snacks, little finger trays and stuff like that for y'all to just come on.
I would have just went on down, had a good time,
Exactly.
had them free drinks,
and wouldn't have had to pay for anything. But she takes that and runs. Oh,
and I would have promoted his spot.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. Yes. And doing TikToks from there, all of that, okay?
Oh, Miss TikTok Queen, that's all she does.
Trying to get a man.
So what is your job?
Getting paychecks. Getting paychecks with the little
sleeping
kids.
with old men.
And getting
that like touching men's booty.
and having babies.
Okay.
And allegedly, that's how she's allegedly. That's what word on the street, Giselle. Word on the street is. That's how Ashley is making them coins. Is marrying older men and having babies so she can just get paid.
That's what it look like to me.
So anyway, but yeah, so they're on this train, and so Ashley, of course, brings her friend Sesame Street on the show, Deborah, and we already
What's the garbage pail? Not the garbage. The garbage.
You know, Oscar the Grouch.
Oscar the Grouch. We just gonna call her Oscar from Sesame Street.
Oscar. Okay, so
I don't know. She looked like a monster. Like
that was an unflattering shot that they have of her when they were out at the girls' night.
Everything is unflattering about her.
I mean, it's crazy. So then Ashley. So they're on this smear campaign. Let's admit, okay? So we already know this is what Giselle does. Giselle takes an idea, she puts it out there, she continues to stir it, and then you have someone like Ashley who always wants to remain in Giselle's good graces. So she is going to continue the story on and take it a step further. So she brings her non-existent friend that she met at a Mommy and Me group, Deborah, who we've never seen or heard of. Yeah, exactly. So she comes into the picture, and so Ashley, of course, brings her and her other little minions, who we find out episodes later, who are on this Let's Get Chris smear campaign. So remember, Karen had her spring fling social event, and all the ladies were there, and Deborah was trying to say that Chris was trying to push up on her at the bar.
Street.
But first of all, production has shown us.
She said that. Oh, he leaned in.
Yeah, he leaned in and was trying to.
And he said, "Oh, Chris, your husband ain't give. My name is Chris
too." And that's the comment all Chris is acting like. First of all, when production rolled the tape back, production showed Chris on his cell phone, not engaging.
And she said, "Oh, he was googly eyeing her."
I didn't see no googly.
No, he was on his phone like.
He was on his phone.
And then she approached him.
Exactly. Talking about that. So she's saying the same thing about how he was supposedly trying to flirt with her. And it's just a whole debacle. It's like, man. And then, remember, she lied on Eddie, too. She lied on...
she did.
She lied on Wendy's husband.
Wendy.
Saying
Wendy Cole. I love Wendy. She lied.
Happy Eddie.
Oh, because he smiled at her?
So that means
smile.
So he's happy and he's flirting. And
so every time somebody smiles at somebody, it's flirting?
It's flirting, apparently.
And he was like, let me stop smiling at people.
Let me stop. But yeah, so this woman is like, she's blatantly lying on not one married man, but two married men. And it's just, it's whack. Yes, it's
Ashley's minion, because Ashley needs a storyline.
What I'm going to say is
she has to keep it going.
Yeah, Giselle's little puppet circle, because remember last episode, Giselle met them all
Giselle's
out.
the queen.
Yeah, she's the queen.
She's the puppet master.
Yeah, she is. Yes,
She's
they are
definitely the
definitely.
puppet master.
Yes, and they are taking everything in their.
Sorry, Robin, you included in that.
Yeah, you
Love
just,
you, Robin.
You just
but,
didn't
yeah.
attend the. She just didn't attend the dinner.
You had a brief moment where you got a little balls, cojones to yourself when you was like, when you met up with Candace,
right.
and you was like, no, I felt like that was wrong. You had a little brief moment, but
for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
But
it was
it's
5
just,
minutes.
Yeah,
But
5 minutes. But yeah, she's still dangling on. She's the main puppet.
She's
the favorite puppet. She's the favorite puppet. I mean, of course,
she comes out in the midst.
Every franchise needs a HBIC,
mm-hmm.
and honestly, I'm gonna say, like, as much as I love the Grand Dame, she's just
the Grand Dame.
I'm saying
who's the Grand Dame?
Karen. Come on.
Karen.
Don't.
Oh, we know who the Grand Dame is, and it sure ain't.
We know Karen is the Grand Dame.
No,
she is. No, Giselle is.
No, I didn't say Giselle.
It's not Charisse.
That's what they said.
Not Reese Cup.
That's what they said.
Not Reese.
They said, truth be told, the real Grand Dame is Reese Cup.
So she was so much the Grand Dame that her ex-husband threw her off the show. Remember that? Ex-husband said, if you want these retired NBA coach checks, you best get off that show.
She must be getting some coins though.
Well, she keeping the coins because
she had the exit.
Her new ex-husband was not playing because remember he was.
He won his business with her.
Exactly. He was on a couple episodes in the kids because remember the daughter is Sweet 16.
Yeah.
He was real pissed, and that's when they were going through the height of their divorce. But Eddie said,
so now she's just a friend of the castmate
because she needs some extra coins now. And I guess the divorce has been finalized, and they're settling into
we'll
whatever.
give Karen her Grand Dame, but I think...
but it ain't Charisse. Charisse is not no Grand.
Okay, that's fine. We'll give Karen
She the Grand biscuit. She the Grand biscuit.
But. Is Karen back in Potomac or is she still in Virginia?
I'm going to say, no, she moved back to Potomac. Remember she was in the...
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So Karen is supposedly, allegedly
but
back
at least
in...
Karen said, she don't have... Are they renting?
Hey.
Are they renting?
I don't know what she's doing, but all I know is that they're lightweight trying to air like some of her skeletons too. And so remember remember they were still on Mia's Ghetto Miami trip. And so when they were getting ready to leave, remember how when Robin put Candace on blast with the recording and then Ashley took it to the next level by talking about what Candace had said about Karen being, how she spotted Karen out and about with men that it wasn't Ray. Remember how angry Karen got?
Yeah. When you get that angry, I'm sorry. That's
there's
something. It's a little...
Yeah, it was a little iffy and fishy. Yeah. So that made me believe that...
Must be. I'm gonna laugh it up. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, right. Like, girl, you tried it.
Where are your receipts?
But because
you ain't seen me out on the streets with nobody but Ray.
But listen,
and that's what she should have said. But no,
that's what she should have said, right?
Yeah.
But she got so angry that it's kind of like
defensive. When you get that angry and defensive,
it's kind of like it kind of makes you wonder, like, okay.
Yeah.
Is there some truth? Right. Is there some truth to what they were speaking about? But I mean, of course, in tonight's episode, we will see.
And we'll talk
because
about
everything is going to fester and boil over.
Yeah.
And so, then the other drama is between Mia and Jacqueline. And my thing is, I feel like Mia
and Jacqueline, who is... Oh, her friend
that one.
The threesome.
The one that she was showering with while they were in Miami.
And the one they got the quad for.
So my thing is this. I feel like Mia talks too much. And I feel like Mia wants to be accepted and be a part of the N Club that she just... it's like she just unnecessarily is putting her business out there. Like, no one's asking. Like, okay, when she first came on the Real Housewives of Potomac, she gave us team too much. She was letting us know what work she had done, what she had pierced, that her husband was, she couldn't even remember her age and her husband's age, the age difference between them. She was giving us team too much. Yeah. And I was just like...
And she still is.
Yes, you're oversharing and it's like, it's too much, sis.
But you shouldn't be oversharing with Giselle.
Thank you, because first of all, Giselle is no.
She's gonna take
Giselle
that
is the
back
type
and
of,
run with
of
it.
course, Giselle is the type of person. She wants to know everything about you. But when you sit back and think about it, what do we really know about Giselle? We don't know much about her. We know that
The pastor
I mean, okay,
with his sneaky links.
that's pretty much all we know. What do we
that's
know?
all we know.
What do we know about Giselle?
Yeah.
We know about a portion of Giselle's life. We don't really know. Like, we've seen little guys that they're showing that she may have gone on a date with. Okay, Sherman was the only relationship that they allowed us to peek into.
Yeah.
But she didn't give us that. She didn't give
Maybe
us
she
that
ain't got
much.
no relationship going on
Maybe
right
not.
now. I'm just saying.
But I'm just saying, like, Giselle is the
She
least.
might have some webs down there. Load off.
She-
No, I'm just-
she's the least giving. You know what I'm saying? Remember they
Or
tried
maybe
to
the
turn that
pastor-
back.
Maybe the pastor's blown that back down. We don't know. I
Lord,
mean,
he got too much.
I
going
mean,
on.
she may accept it. She may.
Of course she's accepted it.
Let's look at last season. She did,
she-
you know, come on now.
She's accepted it to the point again where
They
she
went back together, but you sure was letting him slide up in
But she's had
the DMs.
the
I was
DMs,
gonna go somewhere
the
else
DMs,
with it, but
the DMs. But yeah, but she's had children with him, so of
Mhm.
course it's like she was married to him. She's gonna, it just at that point I guess it just is what it is. So I don't know, but all I know is
if you want to go backwards, go backwards. If you want to work on it, it works out. That's fine.
Mhm.
But I don't know.
But she doesn't give much of herself, and then we know Robin is planning his wedding. That probably will not happen. That she
Okay,
and Juan-
Karen.
That she and Juan
The
have been.
shade.
It's not shade, Karen. I mean, it's not shade.
It's gonna happen.
Robin and Juan have been
It's gonna happen in 2030.
the backest and forthest couple.
Wait, they're gonna have a
on
long
that
engagement
show.
like Chrissy and Jim Jones.
Oh my God! And then by
Wait,
then,
they still engaged?
Chrissy said, "I
Wait,
don't want to marry you."
was
no
that
more."
a 20-year engagement?
That was just the wrongest situation, and now he mad because she don't want to get married, bruh.
Yeah, he got mad because of that.
Why? I can't.
Yeah, we
But-
didn't even, yeah. Mm.
That's just a whole. That's a whole nother
That's
show to just have
yeah.
a show on that whole.
We'll divulge
relationship.
into that when we get all that together because, you know,
Right.
they've been on the family
Yes,
reunion.
doing it the
Love
whole
and Hip
time.
Hop family reunion. Hot mess.
They just yes, hot mess.
But yeah, I think Robin is going to have another prolonged Jim Jones, Chrissy, what do you call that?
Relationship.
Engagement.
But here's the thing though, and now this might be why. You heard about the scandal going on at the school
Ooh,
where Juan
let's
is the
get
coach at
into
Copen
it. Yes.
University.
let's get into it.
One of the former basketball players at the
Mm.
school was being catfished by Juan's best friend, who was the assistant coach at the time, who was pretending to be a woman, blackmailing this kid, getting pictures and getting him doing all types of sexually
The
explicit
guys were doing
acts
all the
and
team,
all this stuff.
the
Yeah.
basketball team members were doing basically. He was convincing them to do all kinds of
Yes,
stuff
because he was pretending
sexually
to
because
be a,
they thought they
woman.
were speaking to a woman.
Yes. And so apparently,
I'm sorry, but
apparently and allegedly, all of this was going on, and Juan was turning a blind eye. So now we're hearing word on the street is that this might be Juan and Robin's last season on the show until they can get all of this squared away. And I think honestly, I think that's another reason why Robin may not want to
marry him.
Yep. At this time,
I
I know
mean-
it's going because we don't know what Juan. We don't know his involvement. We really don't know. The only people that really know,
I mean, that's what's yeah. I mean,
the only people that really
it's the
know,
people that was involved.
the
in
people
God.
that's involved. So we don't know
But
how Juan was involved.
I
if
really
he
personally
truly
don't
turned.
think he was like involved in I know he's covering. You know, that's his friend. Like apparently, yeah. You turning the side eye. Like you don't not side eye, but you turn it
The
away.
blind eye, like
The
I
blind
didn't
eye. I
see
said
that.
side eye. I'm used to saying side.
Side eye, like I see, but yeah, the blind eye.
Yeah, the
But
blind eye.
I mean,
He doing a Stevie Wonder. But I'm sorry. I just, you got to take me for who I am. I'm just no shade, no nothing. But he did.
always
Stevie
shade. Next time I'm gonna bring a
Wonder.
fan out.
He did though. But I mean, if that's your friend, that's your friend. But Are you willing to serve time for your friend?
That's what I'm saying. So civilly, right now we know that it's being handled in civil court. So will there be criminal charges brought? We don't know. So I'm thinking maybe that's why Robin wasn't fully disclosing as to why she was going to visit an attorney regarding a prenup.
Yeah, maybe she just don't, she don't know how long he gonna get. Maybe she not a ride or die. She might be like, look, no, you gonna be gone for a long time.
You gonna be with Jen Shaw.
Okay.
they don't have a real housewives and
No, he gonna be with John Shaw.
They're gonna be up there. The real housewives prison.
He gonna be with John Shaw.
John Shaw. No, but seriously, like we don't know. Like maybe that could be a reason why Robin is like, yo, I'm pumping the brakes on this whole wedding situation. And that's why when people ask her, when is the wedding? And she's like, well, that very well, because we don't know. Right now, civilly, there are civil proceedings getting ready to happen. So we don't know if it's going to take a criminal turn on or not.
Well, if he does get locked up, we know Miss Darby will be the first one to visit. He's going to try to get his conjugal visit.
He's going to be like, is this where Wanzix is?
I'm here to see Wanzix.
Oh my God! Yes,
He's gonna be in his little trench coat. I'm here to see Wanzix.
Yes, we know Michael Darby will be the first one.
Mr. Darby.
Yes. Not one, no. Michael will be the first one up in that boy. So. Yeah, but I mean, okay, so that's all we're giving tonight. We are going to we'll be back next week.
We definitely will.
With some more just
sorry for the
salacious
little,
drama.
it's been we only had
we were on a little hiatus, and it's just good to be back in the swing of things.
But we appreciate y'all so much. Please
like and subscribe.
Share, tell everybody.
Yes, make comments. Like we want to know how you feel, what you're
And
thinking about
group,
these topics that we're bringing.
Pass the group along.
Yes,
Facebook.
Got a Facebook group.
Yeah, pass it along. Drinks and Drawn.
Yes, join us we'll have it. Our goal for 2023 is to have.
We might be doing the
videos.
Instagram soon. We don't know.
Doing
Well, Instagram
podcasts
just pictures and
everything.
stuff.